Man, if your bills paid, you got a car, you got a house or apartment, you got your full health and your strength, and you got food on your table, man, you blessed. You richer than most people in the world, man. There's people out here that ain't got nothing. Can't call nobody for nothing. Ain't got nothing. You know, sometimes you gotta figure out how to escape the rat race or the hamster wheel in the midst of your storm or your journey. You know, pay your rent, keep your little job, keep your little job you don't like. Just make sure you pay your rent, make sure you pay your bills, and make sure you be on time with your stuff because ain't nobody gonna hire you like you gonna hire you. Just be grateful for what you got because one thing I know about God is that when He see that you working and you trying and you praying and you faithful.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. Listen, man, we in the final stretch of the day. We making way and well play, so hopefully y'all having yourselves a good day, man, because listen, bro, we getting through it and getting to it. But I had to show y'all that clip from Anthony Hine Truth. Shout out to Anthony Hine Truth, always dropping gems on his TikTok, because this world will try to lie to you. This world will try and do whatever it takes for you to spend your energy, spend all your time, spend all your money and your focus trying to keep up with the Joneses if you're not paying attention. That's what they want to do, bro. They want you to think that you less than. They want you to think that you ain't got nothing. They want you to not appreciate the things that you do have and have you out here chasing this false dream, the American dream, and all of this stuff, bruh. Well, listen, when you should be just chasing the Most High and being happy and grateful for everything that He's providing you with. But when you start, trying to do and live by the world standards, man, you're going to get lost in that. You're going to get exhausted in that. You're going to tire and burn yourself out trying to keep up on social media, trying to keep up with these celebrities, trying to keep up with the neighborhood, the community, and all of that stuff. And listen, bro, all you doing is losing yourself. All you doing is breaking and busting your back. And listen, bro, that's a terrible way to live. When you have so much, when the Most High has provided you with so much, and you're not even showing gratitude for that. You know what I mean? Y'all ever see people that just got everything and it's still never enough? You know what I mean? They still miserable. They still low energy. They still not happy. Listen, bro, that's how you gonna end up if you keep on living and going and trying to, have these standards of the world, the customs of the world, and now you need everything that they put out. That's how you gonna end up being, bro. Because every time they put out a new phone, you gotta have it. A new car, you gotta have it. You see people with a certain type of woman, you gotta have her. Like, you already lost if you trying to live like that, man. Because listen, man, you're not even appreciating the stuff that's right in front of you, bro. And that's why you see so many people with bad health, bro. And a lot of times they be successful. They be having money and all of that stuff, but they don't enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because guess what, bro? Their time is really not going into their self. It's not going into their health. They just trying to get all this money and trying to keep up with other people. Now, how you supposed to enjoy anything when you living like that? How you even supposed to enjoy the things that you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they be so miserable up there. Them celebrities be miserable as heck, living in a box. Just got all these possessions, all these worldly possessions, but can't even enjoy it. And because they have really no joy and no real love for themselves, no real love for life, all they do is just keep spending money. That's the only thing that make them feel better is going after the next big trend, going after the next big worldly possession, but their spirit is trash. You know what I mean? They self-love is trash. They faith is trash, at the same time. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, that's why they be so miserable. That's why they need all these pills. That's why they need the world, because they've been deceived by the adversary. So don't let yourself be deceived by the adversary, not appreciating what the Most High has done for you, not showing gratitude for your life. because that's deception by the adversary. That's deception by this world. And anytime you living like that, you never in the spirit. You never high spirited. You know what I mean? How you high spirited, but you negative and don't appreciate life. And you mad at other people that's so-called beneath you. You mad at people that don't even got nothing near to what you got, because they happy. It be people that got way more than you and me, and they so jealous and envious of us because we don't have to live by their standards and their rules. You know what I'm saying? We happy with what we have. We appreciate how far the Most High brought us. You know what I'm saying? And guess what, bro? It's like I told y'all earlier, when you appreciate the things that you have, he just gonna keep on baruching you, bruh. He just gonna keep on bringing good things to your life, bruh. But think about just like having a kid that just don't appreciate nothing, bro. That's what they are, bro. The Most High looking at them like, dang, I done gave this mug, legs and eyes to see, ears to hear, and he don't appreciate none of it. And gave him another day, then breathed life into him, because that's what Yahuwah means, he that breathes life. And you don't even care. You gonna go after the world and not show me no love, no appreciation. So what you think gonna happen to you? What you think gonna happen to you when you living like that? Ain't showing the Most High no love, no appreciation. And you do that, by following his laws, statutes, and commandments. You do that by being a light. You do that by doing good to others. You know what I mean? He like, okay, now, you doing his will in that. You know what I'm saying? But when you're not doing that and you waking up, you negative, you mean, you nasty to other people, you don't appreciate nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro, you're going to be destroyed with that type of behavior. You're going to be destroyed following the customs of the world and all of that stuff, bro. You're going to find yourself broke. You're going to find yourself in bad situations, bad relationships. Because it's carnal. It's a carnal way of thinking. We live in a carnal world, bro, where more people are carnal than they are spiritual. So all they see is what's on the outside, and that's what they live by. So you think about people like that, they judgment is very poor. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they view things. Everything is on the outer cup. You know what I'm saying? Not only with they self, but with other people. When you guided by the flesh, when you guided by a carnal way of thinking. So they not going to appreciate things, and they're going to be extra mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need all of that stuff, and you still got a smile on your face. You still show appreciation. You still polite. You still a light. You know what I'm saying? And when they see you, all of a sudden they want to fight. You know what I mean? It's like, bruh, and it's like, for real, like, you'll be surprised, like, how much pressure you are. You are pressure. A lot of people lead with their money. Don't you know it's people out there that lead with their money and they don't have nothing else? You ain't got nothing else. You just lead with your money. You just lead with your looks, but you don't have nothing else to offer. No type of wisdom, no type of guidance. You know what I'm saying? No type of spiritual benefits to them. Nothing. And you want to stay away from people like that. You want to stay away because, you think about these women, a lot of them the same way. They just have nothing but flesh to offer you. Then when you talk to them, they so shallow and dumb as a box of rocks. Like, what else can she give you but the cakes? And then after that, what's next, bro? You can't trust her, to handle small tasks. You can't trust her, to be the mother of your children. You can't trust her, to pay some bills. You can't trust her to do none of that. You know what I mean? But she know about, what's going on with celebrities. She know about the latest trends. She know what's happening on social media. Because of her carnal way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, like, you want to stay away from people like that, and you don't want to be like that yourself, man. Are moving too fast. Yeah, that puts you in the fast lane right there. We're right on that broad path in the fast lane. You know, where you just a target at. You just gonna be a target over there. Cause while you trying to keep up with the world and all of that, you got nothing but monitoring spirits watching you crash out, watching you do dumb stuff, watching you spend all this money. You know, you got nothing but Jezebels watching you. You know what I mean? Robbers watching you. Manipulators watching you. Watching what you do. Because you engulfed in the world and you can't see. You blinded. You blinded when you like that. Exactly how Satan wants you. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to see what's happening. You can't even see what's happening with yourself. You don't even know what's happening with your health. Because you want to be out there trying to keep up with everybody else. You are doing very well for yourself. Don't trick it. Don't lose it. Trying to follow where these mugs is going. Follow the Most High. Walk with the Hamashiach. And they going to lead you in the right direction. You know what I mean? Because what does the word do? It gives you joy. It gives you peace, man. A lot of people out there ain't got that. They wish they could have it, bro. Money can only bring you only so much joy and peace, bro. You know what I mean? It only can give you so much, bro. That has to come from within. That has to come from, the spirit. The Most High can only provide that. You know what I mean? The Son can only provide that. The Holy Spirit can only provide that, bro. Nothing outside of you can. So don't let the adversary deceive you and make you think that the only way that you could get peace is chasing after the things of this world that's going to die away, that's going to pass away. All these things out here is going to pass away, bro. Even our own flesh will pass away. So why would we lead with this, bro? We're going to put it all into our looks, but the inside of us trash. I know all about that. All about that. In the gym, throwing up all kinds of weight. You know what I mean? Tossing the weight. Doing all of this stuff. Inside, trash. Spirit, trash. Mindset, trash. Everything, bro. But I look good. Nah, man. That ain't where it's at, bro. So for real, man, like show gratitude for what you got. Thank the Most High for everything. Appreciate everything, bruh. Because listen, man, things could be a lot worse for you, man. But things is looking up for you. You on this journey. You working on yourself. You drawing closer to the Most High. Listen, bro, you are big blessed. Nothing less. All right? So stay out of your flesh, man. And that's my word, man. My name is Sinn, the Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.